Welcome back, everyone. We're going into another 2BH in-house tournament. It is Who Wears the Pants. It's currently a semi-final between Voices and Incog here. Both of them have frequented my stream recently, which is good to hear. In all the other SEA events, not only this in-house one. I am Unstable. I'm joined here by Sif. So you know these guys the best. What do you think we're going to see, man?
I would just like to say hello, ladies. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. I mean, Voices and Incog are both in the top 200 as far as SEA is concerned. Incog is placed at the moment, according to SC2ranks.com, at number 80 in the region. And Voices, I believe, most recently was hovering around number 24. Voices has a very strong, bio play, but he also has various openings, so we could see anything from him, even moving to tech. But I think that the Marine Medivac with Marauder and Ghost is so hard to deal with as a Protoss player. So it would be good to see that go for Voices and an equal response coming from Incog. What are your thoughts?
Well, unfortunately, the only one of the games I saw of Incog was when he was off his game. So I expect great things from him, especially since he's been practicing a lot recently. Made it to the finals of the SEA Open earlier today. And Voices made it quite deep into both the SEA Open and Psystorm as well, so that's going to be very, very good. But
yeah,
if Voices does have a very strong M&M play, this is going to actually favour him in these positions here.
Yeah, I mean, this positioning is great for early game pressure as well. I mean, the distance there is not too much to traverse, and it'll be interesting to see who scouts where, because as a player in both these positions, I would actually scout those ones first too, so might be able to see some interesting scouting to go off, beginning to see who's doing what, and then maybe they'll both play counter. Maybe one will lead with a build and the other person will counter. It'll be just good to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, well, I personally want to see some 1-gate expand coming here from Incog. It is a very strong build that people in SEA don't use enough in PvT, just because Protoss tend to like their one base aggression, then going to kill the expansion of the Terran, and it's an uphill battle the entire time for Protoss. Whereas if you do that 1-gate expand, you can get on even footing the whole way. But the downside is it does require some good unit control in the first couple of, say, 5-6 minutes of the game to hold off any kind of early pressure by the T here, but. It'll be interesting. It really depends. Yeah. I
think we should just point that out. Voices has given a shout out to cybergamer.com and uporn.com for all your porn needs. So if you guys get a bit bored of watching StarCraft 2 and this stream, you can definitely go check out some porn at uporn.com. So it looks like we have a pause. I think Voices has been fed up with StarCraft himself. He's complaining about lag, but the truth is he's going to Alt-Tab and go to YouPorn.
Maybe that's why it's lagging.
Maybe that's...
It's lagging because he's downloading so much porn. Fantastic.
Yeah. I don't know. This happens a lot when there's so many specs in the game. It's kind of frustrating.
I think the question is, Unstable, what's your favourite porn site? I mean, let's be honest here. We all do it. I mean, if you're a guy and you don't do it, you're either completely whipped by your girlfriend or, I don't know, maybe asexual. What's your favourite site, mate?
I don't really have a favourite. Depends on what's on.
Just what kind of mood you're in?
Yeah.
We do have a favourite. I see it in your history.
Alright, so we're back in the game here. Lag seems to be settling down, which is really good. Okay, so we got standard openings by both players. Voices has scouted, both of them have scouted each other, so they're going to see what's going on here. The Marine is chasing around Incog's probe. This probe should stay alive until that second Marine comes out, but he's getting a tech lab instead, so he can really keep that probe alive for a long, long time in his base. I'm kind of surprised he's running away so early. He could really use that extra intel coming for what second building's going to go down here for Voices. As he's just ran out of the base.
That Marine's only a recruit as well.
Yeah. And we have
that Marine, he's going to have to do quite a bit of target practice before he gets a decent rank. And I think that probe should not be so scared of him. He should be like, you know what, mate, you can't even shoot. Let me dance around and have a look at what you're doing. Yeah. But it does look like, as we were saying before, that Voice is going with a 2 barracks to start off with. We might even see a 3 racks.
Yeah, possibly. He's got the second one. It really depends. If he starts saving up this gas and doesn't spend it over 100, Well, no, he's going for a factory, but if not, we'll probably see a third barracks, which is going to be a strong play here. In which case, it's going to be up to incog. Ooh, 1 gate robo. This could be very dangerous versus a 3 racks. Ooh, he needs to get a couple of sentries out ASAP. But he's doing the right thing here. He's got 1 zealot, 1 stalker, and most likely a sentry coming up next. Just the staple. There we go. Sentry coming out now. So he's going to be able to hold off a little bit of aggression here. It's going to come down to unit control because that sentry is not going to be out, and it's going to be 1 stalker.
Yeah, he needs to chrono boost that sentry now if he's going to stop this attack. I mean, I know it's a zealot and a stalker, but like that little army composition there, 1 marine, 2 marauders, and they've got slow, can quite easily take out.
incog doing the right thing here, pulling a few probes,
yeah.
not all of them, which is good to see. Would have preferred to see him run behind the units first, just to do that. And he's going to be able to take out one of the marauders and the marine there, so he's going to force this back by incog. He can probably pull back his probes now as the sentry does come up. So nice defense there. Unfortunately, he was a little bit late on that sentry, which would have made things a world of difference. Wouldn't have had to pull those probes. So he did lose a bit of mining time there, but not enough to really be too dangerous. And in the meantime, we do have the 3 racks coming here from Voices.
One of the things I really like about both of these players at the moment is they've both gone for tight builds around the base rather than like any kind of block. So I think they're both feeling really confident in that they can, micro well, they can be aggressive enough to hold off any kind of attacks that will, go up that ramp. So that's really cool to see. I wish I could see more people like have that kind of cockiness, that kind of confidence. As we know, large man, big man, the boy that is Voices, as he likes to refer to himself, has.
Yeah. So Reaper in the base here for Voices, doing a nice job darting in around these gaps, but just not good enough to get away from incog there. Immortal is out now, so we might be seeing some 2-gate Immortal pressure versus this 3 racks. As he does have the reactor on the 2nd racks and a tech lad coming as well. We do have a Ghost Academy. It's great to see a Ghost Academy. You don't see them often enough. Honestly.
You don't, and it's one of the things that really separates the pro players against the average low-level kind of like diamond players. The use of ghosts. I mean, they're so effective, especially against immortal-heavy armies or against armies with Templar.
Oh, but hold that thought though. He's coming up the ramp here. He does not have stim here for Voices. This is going to be very, very dangerous as he runs up. He has a few marines to be able to deal with it, but he needs to focus down that immortal. The shields are gone. It is going to drop. Oh my god! Drop the immortal, man. Wow. Drop the immortal. There we go. The Ghost does drop the immortal finally. It does not have enough energy for EMP, but he's got quite a few stalkers in his main now. He does have a couple of marauders coming out, but he's got marines here just walking past. He needs to pull SCVs right now. Get in there. Get in the fray. His stim is about to finish in about 15 seconds. If he can hold off for the next 15 seconds, he should be fine. As we do have an observer at the front. No reinforcements coming in for incog at the moment. I'm really surprised that he doesn't have a proxy pilot.
All of his SCVs. That was a misclick for sure. I mean, it won't hurt him too much, but the fact that he's had to pull off maybe 6-7 SCVs has actually infected his income. He's dropped down to 260 income per minute. And now we've got the attack coming. We've got the stalkers dropping like flies to those marauders and marines. Right. Thanks to Stim. We love the drugs.
Yeah, so that's well done there by him. Incog going for the choice of an expand while he's done that early pressure instead of going all in with it. It's really a 50-50 coin flip there. It's what you feel like doing. While Voices does have this 3 racks up and running now, so it's going to be just if he has the balls to go on a counter-attack when he gets enough tough.
Yeah, definitely. I think also to note, I mean, even though there's a significant difference between the 2 races there with the units of harvesters, so we've got 31 to 22, but we all know that if you can just drop a couple of mules, which Voices has done, it boosts your economy so much so that his economy is in front of the Protoss players. So incog is actually behind in economy, although he's ahead almost by 10 harvesters. Amazing.
Yeah, and he does have that Colossus coming out now with the robotics base, so we'll be seeing that. He needs to get a few more marauders. I'm kind of surprised that Voices here, he's not pumping out a lot more marauders than you'd normally see. It's very marine heavy compared to marauder stuff.
Yeah,
marauders
that's going to be very difficult if incog starts pumping out those Colossus. Very difficult for Voices to deal with. But this attack is, as you said before, if he can get the balls to go and attack now, it could do significant damage. So we might see this actually being effective, but the army count is reasonably the same.
But we do have Stim here, and unfortunately there's not many Zealots in this mix for incog, so this is the point in time where you want to be, it's not scary, but you want to be very careful versus a Terran army, as we do have a Ghost in here as well. He doesn't have enough for an EMP, so if you get this off...
He's got 91 energy. He's just got enough now to get an EMP off the Immortal.
And here we go. We do have the Stim. Great EMP. Gets all of those units there. They are going to drop like no tomorrow. And in come 2 more Stalkers, but there's a lot of units. Incog forced to pull probes. He's running around a little bit. I think he should just focus down the Stalkers right now. There we go. He's going to be able to snipe off a lot of these SC probes as well. And now he's going at the Nexus. Gotta love that Nexus health increase. But if he'd seen that robotics bay over there, that would be the better choice. But I just don't think he's seen it. And he is streaming units across
Colossus
here.
is almost out as well. He's chrono boosted Colossus. Now it's going to come time to save that expansion. Will they get it in time? We've got the Stalkers focus firing the Marauders one at a time. The Ghost is about to drop.
Oh
wow.
my god. 35 HP.
Wow.
As we look back, we got more units coming out here for Incog. He does have those Marauders. But Stalker's chasing him down pretty well. Stalkers do outrun Marauders here. So if he can get a stim off, he needs to focus fire that Colossi. And here comes the stim. No, he's focusing the Stalkers instead. Just he's
good
to
micro
get the
there.
Colossi.
Very good micro.
He does take out a few of the Stalkers. There's a couple of Marines down here as well. He's going to be able to take out most of this army as the more Marauders come in. There goes another stim. He needs to take out as much as he can here. That Colossi is still doing a lot of damage. I think he just messed up with the unit production for a little bit there, and he's probably going to lose this expansion now.
He's lifted it. He's going to float it back over to his main. He should, if it was under complete pressure, he could land that, make an orbital command out of it. Oh, he's pulled more probes. He's only got a few Marines, Raws on the way. He's got some there. Will they be able to deal with this army unstable?
Oh, maybe. Those Marauders going to do a good job. Are they going to snipe the Colossus? Yes!
Oh, the Colossus goes down!
Oh, I just don't think there's enough Marauders to be able to deal with the Stalker count, though. GG.
And he calls good game.
Nice.
What an epic, action-packed match that was. We saw, aggressive play from both. They were both sussing each other out with their small amounts of units. It's very similar to StarCraft 1 there. We're using a small amount of units to do quite a significant amount of damage.
Definitely. So, nice game.
I'm looking forward